What's up YouTube? This is SlayIsland and today we got 7 more NBA 2K League matches. Last night the first 3 games of week 3 were played and today we finish out the rest of the week. And today starts with one of the most anticipated games as the 2-1 Celtics are taking on the 2-0 Pistons. These are 2 great teams that are both ranked top 5 in my power rankings. Let's get right to the first game.
There's Fab and the Sharp playmaker. POP's your first Sharp. Arsenal in the middle. He's going to be an athletic finisher. Mel East in a new position there at power forward as a Sharp rim protector. We'll see how that goes. And Profusion is your pure Sharp. That's your starting 5 for the Celtics crossover gaming. The visiting Pistons 2-0 on this young season. And for their starting 5, they're going to have, I'm so far ahead as a sharpshooting playmaker. Splash King at the 2, he's a pure Sharp. Rux is in the middle as a pure rim protector. Ramo is going to be going with the rebounding athletic finisher. And Insanity coming in averaging 4. Ramo at the elbow, working on Mel. Back to so far ahead, and he'll hit the 3.
See Pistons GT to continue attack his corner.
Mel.
He said this is going to be the biggest test that Pistons GT has faced going up against the Celtics crossover line.
Arsenal, tough animation. And Pio will get into the half-court set. Well, he fakes it out and then throws it down. Oh, Ramo. Easy pass to Rux for the jam. And Profusion will get one on the Fab on the break. Doesn't have numbers. POP trailing. Boom. Second chance opportunity. 2 hands for safety. It was down there for a while. Mel back to Fab.
And if you get that jab step and time it right, you almost get a little bit of a speed boost that comes into it.
Ramo almost lost it. 8 to shoot, 1-hand jam. 4 to shoot. So far ahead in the paint. Got to force it up. And Ramo beats the buzzer. Floats it up. There at the elbow. 7 points, 9 assists. Well below his scoring average. And Mel. Ramo just continuing to destroy them on the
mash method. Go ahead and throw up the shot. I got my positioning down low. That's one of the big reasons that we talked about Mel.
Insanity. Oh my goodness. 2 for 2 today. Shot from the corner, boy. Pistons undefeated, looking to get their 3rd win, but the Celtics are as well. They're 2-1. Let's just see if the Knicks can continue their home court points a game. They're going to be well off that mark in this one. Insanity counts as 2. Fab, they don't stop the ball, and he'll get the and 1. Gets it to Mel. Can't hit. Good finish there by Rux. 10 seconds to go. Blocked. Rux coming up clutch.
And the Pistons are able to keep their undefeated season alive as they defeat the Celtics 65-61. The number 5 overall pick, Let's Get It Ramo, had another great performance as he put up 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, and chipped in with 3 steals. Despite being undefeated, my big concern for the Pistons so far is they didn't have that knockdown 3-point shooter. In this game, they moved their 2nd round pick Insanity to a pure sharpshooter, and he went 6 for 6 from the field and 2 for 2 from deep. Could he be the sniper that the Pistons needed to bring them to the top? Only time will tell. And moving on to the Celtics, this loss drops them to 2-2 on the season, and the big struggle for this team has been 3-point shooting. Once again, the number 2 overall pick, Fab, struggled from deep as he only shot 1 for 6 from 3. They moved Mel East to a sharpshooting build to try to improve the shooting, but they still only finished 6 for 16 as a team. One of their strong suits so far was the rebounding, as Arsenal had led the league in rebounding, but in this game, the Celtics were out-rebounded by the tough Pistons by 10. Let's move on to our second game of the day. We got Knicks Gaming taking on Magic Gaming.
Control at the point. He's a Sharp grading Sharp. Supreme is a pure Sharp. Marley is that pure rim. King Cam finally getting in the lineup. He's an athletic finisher. And UC Manny, the sharpshooting shot creator, he's now at the 3. On the other side, the team from New York, who's home here in our studios, but they're on the road today against the Magic. You got Adam the first, he's at the point, the sharpshooting playmaker. Yay Nuts at the pure sharp. Goofy in the middle at the pure rim. Idris at the 4, he's a sharpshooting rim protector. And Nate Cow, the do-it-all slash.
Towards a small forward, something from the side of the Knicks game as well. Goofy, he's gone on that pure rim protector.
Goofy on the break, starts it off, two-hand gorilla dunk. Control. That's stolen away by Nate. Nate on the break, that's a punch. Another turnover, 4 now. Nate just putting on a show right now.
Wrong, you should be able to make that two-man game work.
Eaters from the corner. 3-ball corner pocket, and it's 11. All about the turnovers right now. And Cam have the opportunity right now to take that lead back. Manny, rainbow, and there's the goal. Idris in the corner, 3, back-to-back. 22 seconds to go in the half. Cam with a pump fake. Back to Marley. Marley gets his own rebound and puts it in. And Marley able to take it away. Magic and Tyre take the lead. They throw it up and Cam throws it down. 10 on the shot clock, up and under, acrobatic. And
you're trying to find a main tag to go through as well.
Manny with the steal. And he'll get ripped away by Marley. Control. He'll lay it in, and all of a sudden, Cam. It's to Marley, and he throws it down with
the table. He's on a pure rim protector too. And remember last time when these guys played, it was just constant mashing and paintball down low.
I remember my first time to the Garden. It was as we have a foul. It's a nice screen from Cam. Cam gets it back. Oh my! Back-to-back uninspired shots from top of the key. And control. And Idris will throw it down. He says enough of this.
He's square at the right times. He can get his hand in the cookie jar to get those steals.
Manny for 3. We got Wizards and 76ers coming up next. There's another 3. Manny. Extra pass to Cam. And the elevated 1 and 2. As Cam throws it down again.
And the Magic are able to get their first win of the season as they defeat the Knicks 66-56. This win brings the Magic to 1 and 2 on the season. In this game, they decided to bench Nacho Trainer and bring in their 6th-round pick, King Cam Royalty. And in this game, it looked like a great move as Cam finished with 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 assists. UC Manny also had a great offensive performance as he put up 22 points and 7 assists, and Marley and Control stepped up on the defensive side as Control shut down I Am Adam the first and Marley finished with 4 steals. This loss drops the Knicks to 1 and 2, but the story of the game for the Knicks was their offensive struggles. In the first half, Kuda couldn't get anything going as he missed shot after shot, and every time he tried to get it down to Goofy, it seemed like Marley was stealing the pass. In the second half, they tried to switch up the offense and let Nate run the 5 out, but just like Kuda, he couldn't hit a shot as he finished 1 for 6 from 3. At times, the Knicks have looked very good during the season, and at times, they've looked really bad. I'm interested to see what Knicks we're going to get next week. But moving on to our next game, we have the undefeated 76ers taking on the 2-1 Wizards.
Great matchup between point guards here. JT will be the shot creating sharpshooter. Reese will be a pure sharp. Gilly is that stretch 5. Boo will be the athletic finisher. And there's Jen at a shot creating slasher. No pure rim, no rim protector at all. That's what you need to note there. On the other side, for 76ers, GC. Radiance at the point, he's a sharpshooting playmaker. ZDS is a pure sharp. Steez is going to be at that pure rim. Feast, a sharpshooting rim protector. And Nudini at that pure sharpshooter. So Gideon to ZDS, and then Feast, he goes rim to rim. He's taken 89th overall, and he's averaging 17 points a game at the 2 for sure. They'll throw up a wild 3, and it goes in. They'll count it as a 2. His first touches of the game. Jin, reverse jam, and the foul. Turnover. And Jinsanity! This lead remains double digits the rest of the way. I'll be very surprised. And Sixers is them having to really battle back from behind. ZDS, but Steez is right there to, and they turn it over. Nudini on the break, and he'll finish with 2 hands. 2:20 to go in the second. Radiant to feast. And feast. And there's Boo Painter. 5 to shoot. And off balance, and it falls. Defense there by the 76ers. Radiant on a run out, and he'll lay it in. People in Twitch chat were writing off these 76ers in the first quarter. And now they got the lead. Really, Feast is the only guy that has any looks. There's Nudini on the second chance. He knocks it down. 6:34. Maybe that was the discussion during the timeout. Get Jen more involved, and now back to Steves, and he'll get the hoop in the heart. That's why they're one of the best in the league. Top of the key, Jen. And a follow by Boo. If you can see the look that Dirk gave me, JT can't get it to go. Boo's right there. He's trying to keep his team. 4-point game. A 3 would be huge. And JT elevated for it. But Boo able to pull it down. Jen looking for the lead here. Boo. He's got this out against the Pacers. And Radiant. Radiant right by Jen. And off the window again. He's to the corner to JT. Skips across the Reese, the God, and they'll call timeout. Shot here, clock running down, 5 seconds now. They go to Boo in the paint, and he will dunk it all over Steves. Nudini could have went right back to Steves, does it. Radiant driving in, 4 to shoot. Steves out the window. Will trigger. You think you got to get this one to Jen. They'll go to Gilly. That's a deep 3 in the back of the iron.
And the 76ers are able to keep their undefeated season alive with a narrow 60-59 victory over the Wizards. This win brings the 76ers to 3-0 on the season and drops the Wizards down to 2-2. Led behind great play from Jin and Boo Painter, the Wizards were able to get a big lead early. But like Radiant's been doing all year, in the fourth quarter he came alive and showed why he's playing like one of the best point guards in the world. The 76ers, a usually great three-point team, shot 3 for 12 from 3, and arguably the best shooter in the league, ZDS, shot 0 for 2. But them being able to win this game with that kind of shooting just goes to show how great of a team this is. Let's get right into our next game. Kings Gaming taking on Grizz Gaming.
It's going to be Threat at point guard. He's going to be a shot-creating Sharp. Winner stays on. It's going to be a sharp-shooting shot creator. Pure Rim. And Universal Phenom is going to be a sharpshooting rim protector, and then Authentic African sharpshooting shot creator there at the 3. For the visiting Kings, 1-1 on the year, looking to bounce back. It's going to be Timely Cook at the point guard, Sophia Foria at the pure sharp. Moody is your pure rim protector. Worthington Colt III is your rebounding athletic finisher, and then Cole World, you mentioned Dirk making his debut. Sharpshooting shot creator, filling of a bucket. Cole World, first shot of his career. It's a two-hand jam.
Play. They're always running at least one pure sharp in the game.
Good throw down. Important sometimes to use that passing windows, to bring up, all the buttons. And Authentic loses it. Cole World up ahead. There's Timely Cook. Game in a 68-66 win over the Jazz, where he had 9-point double A. Cook back the other way. Gets it to Worthington Colt III, and he threat. Gets it Universal. Phenom in the corner. And we got to forget. I keep forgetting that you were born about 5 years ago. Point for point. In and out. Offensive board by Moody. Colt's right there. Kings, they want to run back to Moody. Ready to reward. Moody's starting to play big here. 8 rebounds for him in the first half. Cook from the corner.
After this one, they're going to leave immediately. They're just going to go straight back to the hotel, crash, and get ready for the flight tomorrow.
33. Over to Sophia Foria.
Our gaming team and say, you know what, you can go ahead and take those. We know every single one of them isn't going to consistently drop.
Fennec will take it to the rack. All right, I'm dead. I'm out of here. You got it the rest of the way, Dirk. 12-point lead. Nice job out of the timeout.
Right. So it's just, I like how you kind of have it, but I think if
what you're saying is maybe thinking about a different archetype, a different build.
An archetype can just be Like the really solving all your worries when it comes down to it as a team.
And cold world.
The Kings are able to get back to their winning ways as they improved to 2-1 with a 76-62 victory over Grizz Gaming. The Kings offense struggled last week, and this week I said they needed to do one thing: bring in a shooter at small forward, and they did just that as they brought in their 6-man Cole World off the bench and put him on a sharpshooting shot creator. This created a lot more space for the offense and allowed Worthing Cole to get 26 points down low, and Timely Cook and Sophia Foria to chip in with 15 apiece. Timely is a very solid offensive player, but he's known for his great defense, and it showed in this game as he completely took right out of the game, holding him to 0 points and 3 turnovers. This loss drops the Grizzlies down to 1-2, and once again they went out with the same style of play, Authentic African running the 5 out. Authentic has been putting up good numbers, but it hasn't translated to much success in the win column. Moving on to our next game, we have the 76ers taking on Raptors Uprising.
Radiant at the point, he's a sharpshooting playmaker. ZDS is going to be your pure sharp. Steez will be your pure rim. Feast, sharpshooting rim protector. And New Dini, he's at the pure sharp for your home team, 76ers Gaming Club. On the other side, the team from the north, 0 for 3. Yusuf not in the lineup. Big surprise to me. But we'll see if they can get it done. T-Josh, I like that he's wearing the Jordan 4s. That's all I'm going to say about that. Trey, he's a pure sharp. King Kwai is stretching 5, and Detoxy's at the sharpshooting rim protector. He started to get something going.
Can he spot the open man?
Kenny gets it out to Detoxy's, and Detoxy's hits a long.
The thing is too is that I feel like if we go back to last week and players was able to hit a few more shots here and there for Raptors.
Well, he's played about every position they have this season. And Kenny, ZDS tries to step in and take a quick 2, and Steez
sitting there. This Blazer 5 going to drop out of it. They had a shaky game against Magic Gaming. I think
also use him in some mismatches in the post. And he's been able to get a couple dunk animations. Shooting has really improved over the last couple weeks. And Trey! Why gets it down to Kenny. See, they're trying to get a mismatch down here. And he does.
That's going to be a thing to keep up. If he keeps on getting these buckets to fall, you're going to see kind of like a...
Here. Josh. Detoxy's other corner. Trey! 29-17. Trey playing the number 15 team in the league out of 17. And there's a huge isolation. He's got Feast on him this time. And animation and good. Back to Josh. Josh loses it. Here comes the 76er on the break. ZDS, maybe that'll get him going. Back to Kenny. He's too strong. Second chance opportunity, and King Kwai. Radiant. He'll take a 3. And somehow makes it. Nudini's working on. Nice move. Orange slices, does that work?
Yeah.
That's what we'll go with orange. Throwing it down by Feast. Oxington pulled the trigger there. Back to King Kwai, who's been money. Offensive performance, scoring-wise, 7 points on 3 of 10 shooting. But he is in the post. Shot clock running down. King Kwai's there again, and this time it's a 3.
I didn't think of like South Park or something like that.
I didn't want to do, boy, a nasty.
So it's a Steez versus Kenny matchup, and this is what we talked about. That defensive stopper badge, the rim better duo than illegal picks than Raptors Uprising.
Tons of space. He sets green, and it's good. Yes. Feast for 3. They needed it. They got it. Give up a 3. Kenny! 2 hits.
Enemy team. I'm too used to Call of Duty.
The 0-3 Raptors are able to spoil the 76ers' perfect season with a 72-68 victory. This win brings the Raptors to 1-3, but the story of this game was how great they ran the 5-out offense. Since the tip-off tournament, this was the first team to successfully run this style of offense. And it all started with their small forward and first-round pick, Kenny. Kenny finished with 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. But unlike most 5-outs we've seen, the Raptors were able to mix it up. They used screens and motions to get mismatches and put Kenny in several different ISO situations to allow him to get easy buckets. They were also one of the first teams to run 2 stretches at big, and I think that's a vital part of successfully running the 5-out offense. On the side of the 76ers, Just like earlier, they didn't shoot good from 3 as they only finished 3 for 9 from downtown, but in this game, they weren't able to overcome it and they ended up taking their first victory of the season. Next up, we got the Warriors taking on the Magic.
Team, the Warriors gaming squad, like a pros at the point. He's a playmaking shot creator. Be Smooth is a pure sharp. Vert is going to be on that pure rim. Tight, sharpshooting rim protector, and he can really shoot the rock. And Sean Wynn, their #1 pick, is going to be a sharpshooting shot creator. On the other side, the team from Orlando, who just got their first win of the season, they are 1-2. Let's take a look at their starting lineup. Control will be at the point. He's a shot-creating sharpshooter supreme. At the shooting guard, he's a pure sharp. Marley's in the middle. He's a pure rim. King Cam, who had a huge game. 19 points. He's a rebounding athletic finisher. And you see Manny at that small 4. And that'll give it to B. And it's the Jazz taking on the Grizz. That'll be the 9 at different angles. Supreme. Second chance opportunity for King Cam.
Defensive end and the offensive end.
Be Smooth. Able to hit the tripping affair. And like a pro, powers his way in and fed. 1-2 on the season, looking to win 2 in a row. Supreme pulls it from 3. 2 to shoot. Control from deep. Wow.
You can even pull back your range just a little bit. Probably going to be one of the best jump shooting ones that we have.
5.5 seconds separating the game clock and the shot clock. And there's a 3.
Open the gates. Keep it going. That's all you need to do.
Smooth. Able to knock. That was a 3-point loss to the Knicks. Hoop for the #3 scorer in the league. And Cam. Wow. Sean Wynn with a one-hand punch. Like a pro. Back out to tight. And another shot at it. Manny forces it up. Bang! Squad trailing by 3. And there's a turnover. Supreme. And they're here in the game. Whoa, Manny. What anticipation. And he knows what to do with it. Windmill. And he got fat.
Very hesitant when it came down to shooting the ball, and it's carrying over here.
Big block by Marley with 92 seconds to go. And Cam will let.
The Magic improved to 2-2 as they take the 55-48 victory over the Warriors. Going into the day, the Magic were winless and were the 17th ranked team on most people's power rankings. But now, they're sitting at 2-2, and after putting King Cam in the lineup, they're looking like a serious playoff contender. The Warriors, on the other hand, with this loss, they're now sitting at 0-3. And their offense was terrible in this game, as they finished with under 50 points. Going back to the tip-off tournament, Vert was great for the Warriors, as he was the second leading scorer in the league. But ever since the regular season started, he's disappeared. And today was the worst of it, as he only had 10 points on 12 shots, and he also had 5 turnovers. The Warriors are going to have to figure something out quick, and it doesn't get any easier as they have a tough matchup with the Celtics next week. Next up, we have Jazz Gaming taking on Grizz Gaming. Let's get to it.
For the home team. Compete at the point. He's a sharpshooting playmaker. Tippy back in the lineup as a pure sharp. Mr. Slaughter's at the pure rim. Dees is that sharpshooting rim protector. And Smooth is a sharpshooting shot creator. And on the other side, the visiting team from Memphis, Grizz Gaming, coached by Lane Whitaker. They need a win here. Lost one earlier today. They're now 1-2. You're going to have Thread at the point. He's shot creating sharpshooter. Winner stays on as a sharp shot creator. Phenom. Universal, he's going to be a slashing rebounder, what. And Phenom's going to be a sharpshooting rim protector, and then Authentic African at that sharpshooting shot creator. Slashing here early. First possession for the Jazz, second chance at it, indeed.
Or you're going to tip the ball, so it can kind of go either way for you.
Quick 7-0 run, Threat.
Pure rim protecting shooters when it comes down into that mid-range. He's always a guy you would put in that.
Now has 4. Phenom from the corner. This time he hits.
That he got, so he was originally in the post, and when you get that positioning, you throw it down, but his player all of a sudden when he caught.
Phenom. Okay. Otter. One of the better centers in the league. And one, especially when you mentioned they could have had Kenny, a hometown hero, out here. No, they end up taking it away. Back the other way, it's Universal Phenom. Winner. That's what you need. We got 5. Tiffy gets out to compete. And this time he's in. He's had a quiet 5. Smooth for 3. Why not?
I looked up and peeked up, and they immediately sat there. Tiffy's like, my bad, my bad. It's okay, sorry.
Slaughter with a 21-year-old from Cleveland, Ohio, and he throws it down again. Compete ahead to Deeds. You're open, my man. It's been the total here in the third. All Jazz, and Slaughter's adding to it.
You kind of link it up with the big men that are in the game. They're leading in points per game, and then
gets to the baseline. There's compete. Dagger. Coming from the front court. A backcourt between Threat and Winter stays on, only combining for 8. And there's a
selection I feel like we have in the league, and even if he has an open 3, there's times where it's like, you know what, I'm not going to take it. I'm going to wait for you to put.
We're in the tip-off tournament as Deeds is on the break. He'll bring it back and throw it away. Smooth. Gets it to Slaughter. They're going to fall to 1 and 2, and Jazz will have the Mavs next.
Jazz Gaming defeats Grizz Gaming 71-58. This win brings the Jazz to 3-1 and drops the Grizz down to 1-3. This was a very one-sided game as the Jazz continue to get production from all 5 guys and play as a unit. So far this season, Compete has showed why he's one of the best leaders in the league and why he deserved to go number 3 overall in the draft. And Mr. Slaughter might be the biggest shock of the season to me. Going into the year, I had no idea who he was, but right now, he's a top 3 center in the league. Now let's look at the standings of the NBA 2K League after week 3. We have 2 undefeated teams sitting at 3-0, Blazer 5 and Pistons GT. And right below the top 2, we got 4 teams sitting at 3-1, the 76ers, Cavs Legion, Jazz Gaming, and Mavs Gaming. There's also 3 winless teams, the Bucks, Pacers, and the Warriors. They're all sitting at 0-3. But that's all for today's video. If you like this, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more NBA 2K League content. Thanks for watching, I'm out.